Let's make another YouTube video. It's me Monday, and my last video actually did really well. It was just a video on how I'm starting the journey of becoming a YouTuber. So I'm gonna make another video today. It's gonna be a self-care must-haves video, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But also going to be filming this video, which is me filming that video so that we can talk about the process of becoming. First things first, let's go on a coffee walk. It's so sweaty out there. So I just got back from that coffee walk and I'm gonna start filming my self-care must-haves video. I've pretty much got everything I need set up here. So why don't you watch me while I film that real quick and then we'll come back and talk. Hello and welcome back to the channel. All right, I'm gonna keep the ball rolling. I'm gonna try to keep this video short and sweet because I don't wanna have to edit that much, so. Okay. I just finished filming my self-care must-haves, and I'm currently uploading the footage en French now. So while that uploads, I'm just gonna talk to you over here for a minute. Let's discuss some things. I'm going to film the journey of me filming that and editing that and working on that and checking my analytics with you. That said, I don't really know what this YouTube journey looks like yet. Like I said in my last video, I'm still very new. I'm still kind of uncovering and discovering what it is that I want to bring to the table here. So if you have any recommendations, please don't be shy. Let me know. If you are also going through this YouTube journey, let me know what you're struggling with. Please feel free to give me feedback. Let me know if you think I'm doing okay. Let me know if you think I suck. And specifically, most importantly, if you're also doing the YouTube journey, let me know what you want to talk about. One of the issues that I come across most often, I would say, in my few attempts at YouTube has been the fact that I'll have these great ideas that I think are really awesome for what I want to do, but then I remember that nobody knows me yet and nobody cares about me yet. So like, how can I turn it into useful information for somebody else? I know I watch my YouTube girlies that do the self-care routine, and I know that that's the kind of YouTube I want to have one day. I know that I love watching solo dates and reset routines and videos like that. I also understand that while I do make those videos for myself and they're fun, and I like to keep them in the archives for one day when people do actually start watching my videos for that to be the content that takes off. That said, I understand that it is very selfish content. I understand that in order to grow, I have to share content that is useful to more people than just me. So, one of my biggest issues coming into this journey was not really knowing what to post. Knowing what I wanted to post, but not really knowing what to post that's actually going to move the needle. For me, that last video on continuing Project 30 and becoming a YouTuber did really well. It seems like I'm not the only person trying to do that. It seems like that is information that other people actually want. So, I will put a little more focus into that. You know what you want to do, but you don't have the audience for it yet. Post a video for you and a video for your audience and alternate between the two. So I am going to still post my self-care content because that's the stuff I care about. I am still going to post my solo dates and my reset routines because those are things I care about and those are the things that I want to drive this channel going forward. However, I understand that some of my viewers also want to be YouTubers, and that's something that we're going to work on together because it is not a selfish video. So if you also feel a little confused and don't know what to post, post the things you want to post. Throw spaghetti at the wall until you find what sticks. And also, share the journey. I feel like that part is the most important part. The journey of becoming is what people really want to see, especially in my case where the becoming of a YouTuber is not something that I just want. It's something that my audience also wants. They also want to become YouTubers and they also want to become content creators and escape the 9-to-5. Okay, I think I started to ramble a little bit there and I needed a minute to refocus and remember what the hell I was supposed to be talking about. Basically, the point is to not be selfish while I am doing selfish things. I'm still going to film my self-care content. I'm still going to film all of the content that I want to film. But I'm also going to make space in my content planner for non-selfish, actually helpful to other people videos, like growing the channel and becoming a YouTuber. That is something that other people want to see. I'm going to keep filming it. Find something that your audience actually wants to see, and then sprinkle in the content that you want to make throughout that. And I think that the easiest way to do that is by pulling up a content planner. I'll show you mine. My content planner on here, I'll be honest, I don't know fully how to work Notion that well, so I've put this here so that I could get started on it, and I never really bothered to do it that way. So you can do it this way. I know a lot of people have content planners that they've already built out for sale for Notion. You can always do one of those. I'm going to figure out how to fill this in, and I will keep you updated when I do. Right now, I keep all of my content ideas in a tab on here that just says ideas. And solo date ideas, I have a Carrie Bradshaw idea, don't take that from me. A list of shorts ideas, and just all the ideas that I have. And then once I'm ready to move those ideas over into scripting, I'll move them over to my outlines tab. And basically, these are all of the videos that I have filmed and scripted, and the green check means that they've already gone up and they're ready to go. Okay, so that's kind of how I organize my ideas. I understand I'm a little type B and it's not as organized as it could be. I'm working on that. I've only put out one video on how to be a YouTuber. I admitted then, and I'll admit it now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm figuring it out as I go. As soon as I figure out how to work that content planner, I'll show you. But like I said, right now what really works for me is just having a tab in my Notion where I throw all of my ideas in, and I move them over to the outlines tab when it's ready to be scripted and set to film. So, okay, I've just done my rough cut of that self-care video. I'm going to tomorrow add the music, add the stickers, add any text or voiceover, just basically polish it. And then I will also do my thumbnails and my titles so that I can A/B test everything. That's another thing. If you're also new to this journey and you're still trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, absolutely always A/B test your thumbnails and your titles. You get 3 options. You might as well use them all. You don't know what works until you find out what works. So just try everything. I'm going to finish editing tomorrow, and we can pick up where we left off tomorrow. I guess really quick while I have you here, let's check my analytics. I always find my analytics so interesting. Just from my last 2 videos alone, I have gotten 14 new subscribers in the last 2 weeks. That might not sound like a lot, but it took me so long to just hit 100 subscribers, so the fact that I've grown 14 extra in 2 weeks feels like a really big deal to me. It feels like movement, it feels like progress, and it feels like exactly what I need to keep going. Because I know that you know, if you're also doing this YouTube journey, that it can be really hard putting so much energy and work into content that nobody ever sees. But here on this channel, I'm celebrating every little win, and 14 feels like a big win to me. So if you're one of the 14 who's recently joined the community, thank you so much. It's tomorrow. If you're wondering if I ever leave the house, the answer is no. I've become a real homebody these days, and I just... this is where I like to be. So if you're also a homebody, YouTube might just be the journey for you. Yesterday I did a good chunk of the editing. I just finished editing the self-care must-have video. This morning I finished up the editing, and now I'm getting everything ready to post. So I've just added my end cards. I'm about to set up the A/B testing for the titles and thumbnails. Sorry, I'm looking over here because that's where my computer is. Let me show you what we're working on today. Okay, so these are the thumbnails I came up with. One is very simple, one's a little bit more dramatic than the simple version of it, and then one is completely different. I like to do it this way because this is what my analytics tell me, is that my more simple thumbnails do better than the more busy ones. Make your self-care nights more luxurious. Thumbnail number 1, we're keeping it really simple, just self-care must-haves on my thumbnail, and then the title is self-care for under $30. And then in parentheses it says mostly, because I did mention a couple more expensive things at the end. Second one's a little bit busier, different angle, and the title is Make Your Self-Care Nights More Luxurious with These Products. And then last one is a little bit more scrapbooky, so I have that more simple image with the simple wording, but then I have a bunch of little stickers surrounding it, so it's very scrapbooky. And that title is going to be Self-Care on a Budget. I have already linked everything in the description box. I've added my end cards, perfect, and then it'll let me know when we're done doing the check, but I've already scheduled it for 5 p.m. on Friday. Perfect. Like I said, I really want to do self-care content, but this whole becoming a YouTuber video really took off because I think a lot of people would like to escape the 9-to-5 and be their own bosses. So this is going to be the analytics for that past video. I've gained 6 new subscribers from that video alone. It's brought my watch time up to 11.2 hours. I've got the most views on it since any video since February, and the absolute highest view duration that I have on any video. That said, my click-through rate on this video is extremely low, so I do think I need to probably rework that thumbnail and title. because I think that could be doing a lot better. While the video uploads, I do want to discuss a couple of things that I feel like other creators do talk about this, but it's a little bit more confusing when you're first starting out and you don't really know yet what you're doing it for or like what you want to create. And I think for me personally, this is the lesson that took me the longest to learn. And that is, what is your why? And it took me a really long time to figure out what my why was, because every creator's why is so different. And so I always knew I wanted to create. I've always followed the YouTube girlies and wanted to become a YouTuber myself. I always knew that I wanted to live a creative life. But now that I'm in my 30s, I don't want to work for someone else anymore. I want to make my own schedule. I want to work with people that I actually want to work with. And I don't want to be a waitress anymore. So this long-lived desire of mine to become a YouTuber no longer feels like a desire to create, but a need to create. So what's your specific, unique why? I got this advice a while back that if you don't know your why, ask yourself 3 times. Whoa. Ask yourself 3 times. For example, I want to be a YouTuber. Why? Because I don't want to be an employee anymore. Why? Because I want financial freedom and the ability to create my own schedule. Why? I want to be in charge of my life to the point that I'm actually excited to wake up every single day. So once you figure out your why, let me know what it is, because I'm genuinely curious about everybody else on this journey. Then I can come back over to my outlines board on my Notion, upload it, and put a little green check on it so that I know that that's ready and done. And now we're going to work on the next episode, which is the one I'm currently filming, the YouTube journey one. And I'm going to finish up the last of this script so that I can finish filming it, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, it has been many, many hours. The sun is going down. I hope the lighting's not complete garbage. I hope you can't hear my AC going in the background. All I know is we're done for the day. I just have to film this outro, add it to the video, and call it a night. That's a lie. I'm actually going to jot down a few more ideas, video ideas, because I have a very, very busy few weeks coming up. And this is another big part of becoming a YouTuber in the beginning, especially, is batch filming and batch planning all of your content. Sometimes I can get my video done in time and sometimes I can't. I need to have videos just kind of at the ready for those moments because, again, I have a few busy weeks coming up and I need these videos filmed and scheduled and ready to go so that I don't have to worry about it when my family's visiting or when I'm going camping or planning my trips or things like that. Just basically making sure that you're ahead of the game. And this goes back to the content planner, which hopefully in the next video I can break down a better example of what that should look like, or what that's at least going to look like for me. And this video is already getting long, so I'm going to quit rambling here. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. If you are here for the YouTube content specifically, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see more of. And you know what? Actually, while you're here, why don't you do me a solid and go check out a past video or two and give me some feedback, some constructive criticism that I can work with. And to make this communal and mutually beneficial, if you check out one of my videos and give me a little feedback or a little support, I will in turn follow you on your YouTube journey and also give you a little feedback and a little support and a little love and a little like and a little subscribe, because it feels good to know that we've got community. Be a part of my community. I want to be a part of yours. And maybe we can do this together. Thank you again for your time and attention on this matter. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.